Hi everybody, my name is Chris. Y'all also know me as Black Rose, and I guess I wanted to do a video blog, on some things that's been going on in my life, and there's some things that's been really getting me down lately. I just went through a traumatic experience a couple of days ago, and I think for me the only way to feel better about this situation is I would like to share, with people that are interested in listening, and my closest friends and people I know. So I thought I would create a video blog. Well, I met this guy that I've been knowing, all together for about 6 months. He identified as straight, but we got real close, and I let him move in here, and things had to end between us. But I'll go into the story. We got real close, and he became a big part of my life, like instantly. Because I don't really believe in God. I'm an atheist. He gave me a lot of hope, as far as believing maybe a God does exist, and God can love me for me, and I don't have to change who I am. We started sleeping in the same bed together. We talked about getting matching tattoos. It got to a point to where he even had told me, if I was a woman, we would be together. And then he had told me that a few other times after that one time. So I had confessed my feelings to him, and that's when he had told me he had feelings for me too. But at the time, he had a girlfriend. He said he really didn't know what to do. He was kind of confused. So I got accepted to the school in Atlanta, and I offered him an opportunity to come with me. To kind of leave, Kansas City and this place behind, because at the time he was kind of going through a breakup with his girlfriend. But it just so happened that his step family, lives in this same building, and they never really had liked us close. Because I'm a homosexual, and there's such Christians. Well, like I said before, I'm an atheist and I really don't believe. So he went to them with any kind of religious advice, and I think it came to a point to where he had kind of told them, about our situation, and it kind of, pushed him away from me a little bit, because it was a time where they had invited me to come to church, and I went to keep an open mind, and I also went for him, to show him that, he gave me a new, he gave me some more advice or inspiration on believing back in God again. So after the incident where we went to church, we went to this church called Sheffield, where they supposedly have classes that cure homosexuality. I decided not to go back again, because I feel like, once again, people who call themselves believing in God or call themselves being Christians, they were picking and choosing parts of the Bible, and they supposedly made homosexuality to be such a big sin. But after the church incident, it got to a point to where we had became real distant. He wasn't sleeping in the same bed with me no more. And one day, we had a talk, and he had said, I'm attracted to females. I don't have any feelings for you. I like women. So I told him to get his things and go. And emotionally, I've been really down, because I really thought we had a connection. I really thought we were close. And he just turned out to be this person that I thought was, really nice and sweet and could love me for me, but it turned out not to be that way. So he ended up choosing his girlfriend, and I had to let him go. But I did want to, share with you guys some poems that I wrote in regards to this situation, and I believe that'll help me feel better. I wrote this poem called Metaphorically Friends, and I'd like to share it with you. Metaphorically, we are friends. Friendship is one of a kind. Personalities, those are not easy to find. Of a straight guy who doesn't mind having an emotional relationship with a gay guy who doesn't identify. Could be by my eye, might be my imagination of being with a straight guy, or perhaps a straight guy falling for a gay guy. It's bedazzling how close we are with my lifestyle, how I differ from your other friends' sexual preference, that I'm closer to you than they are. We have not had a closeness as we have had with one another before. I am in between a lover and a friend who has given you the love you have been looking for from family that is more than a friend but not of a lover. Physically, you are attracted to a woman. Emotionally, you are connected to a man. Metaphorically, we are friends. Friendship is one of a kind. Personalities, those are not easy to find. Of a straight guy who doesn't mind having an emotional relationship with a gay guy who doesn't identify. could be by my eye, it might be my imagination of being with a straight guy, or perhaps a straight guy falling for a gay guy. You lent me your hand to building a personal relationship with God when I lost hope from personal experiences. If I didn't believe in God before, maybe I should now. Since you and I have become close, I haven't found someone who understands me as well as you. I can't think of anyone else who could have introduced us to besides God, who knew you needed me, I needed you. Metaphorically, we are friends. Friendship is one of a kind. Personalities, those are not easy to find. Of a straight guy who doesn't mind having an emotional relationship with a gay guy who doesn't identify, could be by my eye, might be my imagination of being with a straight guy, or perhaps a straight guy falling for a gay guy. Now, I wrote this poem because I feel like emotionally we were dating, but sexually we weren't intimate, but we had talked about it. Now, I wanted to share with you this other poem called Born to Sex. Now, I wrote this poem when he told me several times that if I were a woman, we would be together, and I would like to believe, apparently he saw something in me by me being a man for him to be attracted to, for him to even think such a thing. So I wrote this poem called Born to Sex. The person I'm falling for told me if I were a woman, we would be together. I sometimes wish I was born the sex you desire me to be. Not that I'm not happy with me, but I think love would ever be. So proclaim for you and me, if I was born the sex, I sometimes wish you desire me to be. There are two parts of me. I have a demeanor you are not sexually attracted to, but like as a friend, a species inside of me you would like to be with romantically. The person I'm falling for told me if I were a woman, we would be together. I sometimes wish I was born the sex you desire me to be. Not that I'm not happy with me, but I think love would ever be. So proclaim for you and me, if I was born the sex, I sometimes wish you desire me to be. The romantic feelings are still there in the midst of our words from our lips. A unique bond not labeled that shows what we could be if I were born. The person I'm falling for told me if I were born a woman, we would be together. I sometimes wish I was born the sex you desire me to be. Not that I'm not happy with me, but I think love would ever be. So I proclaim for you and me, if I was born the sex, I sometimes wish you desire me to be. And I really appreciate everybody listening, because emotionally this has really gotten me down, because I honestly think this guy could have been the love of my life, but I believe that religion and his fear of being with the guy may have scared him. And it's not that I was trying to pressure him. It was just a simple fact that, I got tired of the back and forth thing. One minute he would tell me he had all these feelings for me that's more than a friend, and then he would tell his girlfriend on the phone that he loved her, and emotionally I just got tired of that. So I told him to get his things and go. So I really miss him, and I don't know how to emotionally get over this, but I felt like if I had expressed this feeling, to the world, maybe they could give me some advice or their input on this. I really appreciate everybody listening. Thank you.